What's up, Saints? I'm Easton Johnson.
And I'm Grace Skoquist.
And this is SFHS Today. National news, the Red Cross declared its first ever national blood crisis. Word from the organization is saying this is one of the worst blood shortages in decades. A big factor in the shortage is the COVID-19 pandemic. This makes blood drives even more necessary.
Over the holiday break, National Honor Society helped with a blood drive at the American Legion in St. Francis, greeting and signing people in and helping them with their donations. NHS hopes to host another blood drive later this year.
In school news, the girls and boys basketball teams hosted a fundraiser for Carter Jewelson last Tuesday at home versus Princeton Tigers. Joe Waldock and Dalton Ogg got some more information on the fundraiser.
Jolson is my youngest son. He is a fifth grader. He's 11 years old. This came about in about third grade. He was a three-sport athlete and loved theater and was pretty involved with a lot of things. Was having just being kind of abnormal and wasn't catching his wind as fast. And so we took him in and did some more testing, and eventually we found out he had cardiomyopathy, ARBC, which is kind of a thickening of the heart muscle, and that his left ventricle wasn't functioning as it was when he was younger.
So events that we had for the Jewelson family included raffle baskets, where people could buy tickets $5 a piece or 5 tickets for $20, and they could put them in baskets of their choice in hopes of being chosen as a winner. We also had the airplane toss, where people could pay $5 for an airplane piece of paper. Closest one won a prize, but the profits went to the Jewelson family. We had donation buckets, and then the selling of the t-shirts. There's an online store that people can also go online and purchase Communities for Carter apparel.
There are still t-shirts being sold at the high school, and you can contact Lindsay Fryer in the main office for that. Buy a t-shirt or to donate directly to the family would be the other option, and you could do that also through Lindsay Fryer or through Heidi Antonozzi in the activities office.
What did this event mean to you and your family?
The Communities for Carter was an awesome event on Tuesday. This is my 15th year here in St. Francis, and I've been a part of these events before, and they're always special. It shows the true character of our school and our community, and how we rally around families in tough times. It's a different feeling when it's your family, and I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us, and it meant the world to Carter. The whole he stayed around and rode home with me, and he just kept on saying how cool it was.
Is there anything else you would like to share?
We have our Saints squad that we're meeting with, our captains and our team leaders, and we talk about this all the time, is not taking anything for granted. Carter, when his last football game or last hockey game and last baseball game, you just never know when something like this is going to happen. We talk about little injuries, spraining an ankle or things like this, but big things do come up and they impact people. We certainly didn't think this was going to impact our family, and it did. And so don't take anything for granted. Don't take life for granted. Don't take each day for granted. Every day is a gift, and activities are just that. So play hard, work hard, do whatever you can each day. Treat each other well, and respect everybody.
There's a link for a GoFundMe and the online store for Communities for Carter. The link will be in the SFHS Media video description.
Seniors can now take advantage of scholarships that are now open. Applications can be found in the Student Union.
Joanna and Mackenzie Casper spoke with Thea Sviel in the counseling office.
Can you tell us about senior scholarships?
Yeah, so scholarship season is upon us right now, and we have many applications that are available. They are located in the Student Union. You can get a hard copy up here, but also on the Senior Saints page on the counseling office, and also the Career Center pages as well. They're all listed. You can pull those up and print those from home. The due date on those is March 14th, so as soon as spring break is over, we would like you to turn those in, and we'll get those to our donors. and then those donors will choose, and we will start getting things rolling. Students will be given a invitation to our scholarship program if they received a scholarship. We'll be in contact with them that way, and that's how it works here at St. Francis High School.
With registration open, medical classes have been cut from the registration because of staffing issues. One of our reporters, Kayla Gagner, went out and spoke with people about the effects these cuts will have on students.
Why did all the medical classes disappear?
So currently we do not have staffing for the medical careers.
Do students have any options for taking classes that aren't available at the school?
The only other option that we would have are kind of what we have talked about, like doing some Saints online classes. There are more opportunities for those types of classes, but that would be the only opportunity for students right now.
And will the medical classes ever be returning?
I am unsure if that will be. My understanding is we still have the curriculum, and hopefully in the future.
How has the disappearance of the medical classes affected you?
It's definitely affected me in a negative way because I didn't get to take them, or at least all of them. I got to take a few, but now because of that I have to consider doing PSEO next year, and I also even considered moving schools this year, but I didn't, and it kind of stinks because I actually want to go in that field, so yeah.
And how has the medical classes at the school helped you that you have taken?
So luckily I was able to take all the medical classes before they got dropped, and because of that I got a lot of education in the medical field, and I took the certified nursing assistant class in the high school, and now I'm a certified nursing assistant and I work in a nursing home, and that's a really good experience, especially if you want to go into the medical field, to be a CNA at such a young age. And I've also gotten direct entry into nursing programs because of the fact that I have required courses already completed, like anatomy and physiology and the CNA course, so that's very much helped.
Our bell is changing so frequently, everyone is asking the question why. We sent reporter Milo Toole out to get the inside scoop.
This is Milo reporting from SFHS on a little update for the bell. I think it's safe to say that many of the students are dissatisfied with the current bell. Well, what else is there to say? Some like it. And some hate it. So I, Tiffany Mufiaru, and Lexi Newman went to Mr. Austin to ask him questions on how the bell system works, why we are limited to beeps. We got answers.
First of all, we changed the bell. We had the new construction and went into a different system. But we did change it just recently because we had somebody that was out here giving us limited options for the bell system. And we listened to, there were like 3 options that were possible options out of the 8. The rest of them were like really basically alarms that just go off, that are really, that wouldn't work very well. So the option we picked was we wanted to try that and see how that worked. Unfortunately, you hear it on a computer and it sounds differently when you hear it through the PA system or the fire alarm system. But preferably we'd have better options and more options on that. Just for a little bit of a history, when we first had the construction and went into the fire alarm system, which it is in now, is that we had kind of a bell. I don't know if you guys can remember that, probably some of the seniors do, and a lot of people thought that was kind of like more elementary, so we tried to change that. The most recent bell, I gotten a lot of complaints this fall and other times just because of it really disrupts all conversations and things like that because of the tone. The reality is I'm not sure there's great options in the options that we have available to us. The only one that maybe makes some sense would be going back to the old bell that we had initially when we started this.
We recently conducted a survey where staff and students could answer their thoughts and feelings on the bells. We asked 3 major questions. The first being, did you have any issues with the bell at the beginning of the school year, the long bell tone? 28% answered yes, they did have problems with the old bell. And 72% answered no, they did not have any issues with the old bell. The second question was, do you like the new bell, the beep 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 short tone? 19.5% answered yes, they like the new bell. And 80.5% answered no, they do not like the new bell. And the third and final important question we asked was, do you think the high school could function with silent dismissal of students and no bells? This is interesting. 36.6% answered yes, we think the school could function without a bell system. And 63.4% answered no, we do not think school could run without a bell system.
Have you ever wondered what to wear but can't make a decision? Reporters Abby Ferrario and Anna Hayter introduce you to Hot or Not.
I'm Abby Ferrario.
And I'm Hannah Hayter.
And this is what's hot.
And this is what's not.
Tell me about your outfit.
The shoes are from Journeys. The pants are American Eagle. This is Shein. And then this is from Walmart. And my necklaces are from Shein too.
And tell me about your outfit.
Well, I've got this quarter zip sweater thing from Goodwill. I got these pants from Old Navy. My shoes are from Reebok, and then I got these rings from ASOS. It's an online website.
And then tell me about your outfit.
So my outfit is from, the top is from Forever 21, and then my shoes are from Converse, and then my jeans are from American Eagle.
Okay, tell me about your outfit.
Yeah, I got the shirt from American Eagle, and then the suit and pants are from Apartment 9, and then my shoes are Converse.
Got Kohl's, and Kohl's.
Alright, tell me about your outfit.
It's very sparkly, obviously, and it's from Posh Love, and they have really good clothes and a bunch of dresses. My shoes are from Jennifer Lopez. I stole them from my mom, so yeah.
Now let's hit it over to sports.
Hey, Saints, I'm Brooke.
I'm Jackson, and this is Sports. In national sports news, the Georgia Bulldogs beat the Alabama Crimson Tide 33-18 in the NCAA College Football Championship. Now on to school sports.
The boys basketball team had to postpone their games last Tuesday and Friday due to COVID-positive cases on the team.
But the girls were able to play in Communities for Carter versus Princeton. Unfortunately, they were not able to pull out a win, but the event was a success, raising over $8,500 for the Juleston family. They also played on Thursday against Monticello at home and lost 50-63.
The girls hockey team had a tough week with losing their coaching staff Friday, January 7th. However, by Monday, January 10th, former boys hockey coach Tyler Schaff stepped in to finish the season. Reporters went out and got the inside scoop of what the rest of the season will look like.
How are you guys adjusting with the new coaches?
Personally, I think the adjusting is going pretty good. Some people it's taking a little bit harder on than others, but overall, I think everyone's kind of okay with it.
How do you feel about the coaches leaving in the middle of the season?
It makes it difficult for a program, but you know, everybody has their reasons for what they do, and I respect that, and just welcome to the new challenge that's been brought to me.
And how does it make you guys feel knowing that your coach has walked out on you?
I don't know, it was kind of sad for some of us younger girls, but then the older girls, I don't think they care too much because they've dealt with them for quite a few years.
Yeah, how do you feel about taking over the team?
I'm excited. I know they have 8 games left and playoffs, so looking forward to that. We had a good first 2 days of practice and have our first game tonight in Pine City.
And why did your guys' coaches walk out on you?
After our Thursday game, we had a team meeting and we just talked about how we wanted things to change, and apparently they didn't like what we had to say.
So anytime there's a transition during a season, it's less than ideal. But we did have a transition with our girls hockey program, and and we met with the girls hockey team this past Monday, and it's always more of a challenge when you have multiple schools involved. So with our girls hockey, for those that don't know, it's a co-op with North Branch High School as well as Cambridge Isani High School and us. We're the host school, so that means I'm in charge of the schedule and the coaches and all that and officials. So it's less than ideal to have any transition. Sometimes it can set a program back, and then it's extremely hard when it's done during the season. And so, but those coaches had their reasons. We were able and very fortunate to hire Coach Tyler Schaff as the interim head coach. He has about 16 years of hockey experience. He's in our building. He's a teacher. And so when that occurred, I gave him a call and gave him a couple days to think about it and talk to his family. Coaching is a challenge. It's hard. It pulls you away from your family and your commitments. And lucky enough for us that Coach Schaff was able to do that and finish the season with the girls. They have about 8 games left in the season and about a month. And so our girls are pretty excited that we were able to continue on with the season and pick up. And they actually got a win over Pine City last night. So kudos to the coaches and the girls for being resilient and kind of battling through that.
The gymnastics team headed to Cambridge where they faced the Blue Jackets on Thursday. This week, we turn the spotlight on 3 middle school students who contribute to the gymnastics team as our athletes of the week.
I'm Ellie Dawson and I'm an 8th grader.
How does it feel to be a middle schooler competing in a high school level sport?
I think it was like nerve-wracking at first, but I feel like all the girls were welcoming and now like we all have a good time and it's really fun.
My favorite event to compete is floor because I think it's really fun when everyone's cheering and I think the environment's really fun.
My favorite event is being because I'm the best at it.
My favorite event is bars because it's easier to get skills on.
What have you learned from the older girls on the team?
I've learned that like if you have a bad event, don't carry your mood, like your bad mood onto the next event because you can only go up from there.
I think they taught us to be like more positive throughout the whole practice and to not let your negativity like affect others.
I've learned to be respectful to other teams and cheer people on more.
The wrestling team had meets on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Make sure to mark your calendars for their first home meet on Thursday at 7.
The winter dance team competed for conference champs over the weekend in Big Lake. Reporters Mackenzie Wyman and Avery Chester interviewed some of the girls prior to the big weekend.
The boys hockey team took a tough loss to the rivals Cambridge Blue Jackets on Wednesday. Final score was 2-3 with Trevor Ripley and Alex Langevin scoring for the Saints.
That's all we have for sports.
Go Saints!
Before we go, yesterday students had the day off in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Our reporters spoke with some people about the legacy of MLK.
What's the significance of Martin Luther King Jr. Day?
The significance really is he was like peaceful protesting. He was like, there are tons of stuff going on in the world that nobody knows about except for the African Americans that's happening right now. All the, what they call the Jim Crow laws, all the, the segregation, not only schools, even though, never mind, Brown versus Board of Education was 54, like he's in the 60s, but he's like, we need to stop segregation. You guys, up till 2000, like there were parts of Georgia, like proms were segregated, in 2000. So you're like, oh, what's going on there? So yeah, but back there was really huge. And the significance really is he came to be and go, we can peaceful protest. And the I Have a Dream speech was very much like, let me tell you guys what's going on. Okay, here's what's going on. And there were many people that really didn't know, many white people, I should say, that really did not know all the stuff that was happening. They're like, oh, but mainly the I Have a Dream speech was a call for freedom. It was a call for peaceful protesting. It was a call for, you guys, we have been here since the beginning, and the Declaration of Independence says that everybody is free. So let's do that thing. When he was assassinated in 68, 4 days later, there was a senator that said, let's do this. Let's make a Martin Luther King Day because of all of that. And it wasn't until 15 years later that it actually did it. Ronald Reagan was the one that signed off on it, mainly saying it's time. He helped get the Voting Rights Acts get going, the Civil Rights Acts going. And it was time that we celebrate it. The reason why we celebrate it now in January right here, it's always the third Monday in January. He was born January 15th. But now this is kind of weird. There was a law called the Federal Holiday Act law. So if the federal government was going to make a holiday, it had to be on a Monday. Mainly because everybody wanted a 3-day weekend, I guess. So every holiday has to be on a Monday, so that's why it's not a specific day, like January 15th every day. It'll just be a...
That's all we got for you this week.
Stay safe, Saints.